gangs, and then it was investigated, found to be true, and so a report was written up, and that information was then planned to be disseminated between. Well, a post was made on the docket initially, where Anna was like, "Hey guys, we gotta like tell you guys something because something bad's happened." So it's kind of gone from there, which is a spicy twist in this already shit bucket of a tale, you know. What this this raid just feels like. It's like PD's just like got this bucket of poop, and they're like spinning it round, and the centrifugal, whatever the fuck it's called, force is like holding all the poop in, but they keep like letting it go a little bit, and like little bits of poop keeps coming out and dripping on them, and the marshals keep spotting it and like being like, "Hey, whoa, what's that? What's that? Hey, you got poop on your face." And they're like, "No, we don't." That's a good metaphor, guys. That's a good metaphor. That's a good metaphor, guys. Good analogy, yeah. Listen, I'm the analogy man. You need an analogy? Come to me. How was the court case today? Is it? What time? Hold up. Oh, wait. When's Anna doing her thing then? Bam, bam. Pre-trial is today at 6 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so that is... How fucking... Have you Americans done daylight savings yet? Oh, yeah, you have. So that's at 11 p.m. for me, aka my sleepy times. What's going on with the Pred case? Any updates with that? Don't know. Not really. Just some fucking drama between paralegals or something. Den's thing will be interesting. It sure will. Yeah. I don't know how. I don't understand why. Well, I'll be honest. I think he's gonna say what he's gonna say. Let's be honest. He's gonna say he was doing it for like investigative purposes, right? But even so, the DOJ should have some, be like, have you got some paperwork for that, Mr. Shiesty? And then he's gonna be like, no. Unless he's pulling some out of his ass, you know what I mean? And then I don't know what he's gonna do, because then it's gonna be real bad. Because then there's a big chain of custody issue. Though, honestly, that whole fucking thing with Dan, has given me like some inspiration. Not the fucking guns thing, right? But like, with all these like grappling guns and shit, I was thinking, and then I think it was like the conversation we had with Rhodes as well. Again, it's not guns that I'm talking about here, but we should like, have a discussion with because I was thinking about the cameras as well um, that we might like find, like the ones in the lobby that we could like pick up and shit like that. We should really have like some kind of what's the word I'm trying to use here? Either legislation or SOP that is like gives us the ability to repurpose evidence for police use, as long as it's past a certain time frame. Because there's some shit that like really like that can be used in a crime but isn't inherently criminal, like a grappling hook and things like that. Could be like really fun for PD to use for situations, but like isn't inherently like a criminal thing. Like when Espinosa was like he wanted to make it a criminal thing, you know what I mean? I was like, I don't think you should make that. I don't think you should make grappling hooks illegal. I think you should just make them like illegal to use. You know what I mean? Like you should like if people are like using them to get on top of rooftops, just charge them like trespassing or something. Or just like if they're using them in a crime, just like take them away. Or you know, I don't know. I don't think they should be illegal. It seems a bit silly. And then like we could use them like that, or like the cameras. If someone's like planting cameras on private property, you could take them, investigate them, leave them for like 20 days or something, and then keep note of the report. And then once you got them, then like you repurpose them. I don't know whether that's even a possibility. I don't know. There's like a bunch of things we could do. No, I'm not about drugs, dude. I'm not about fucking drugs. Not drugs, please. Not drugs. I don't listen. I'm not even on about like even things like I don't know whether we like seize a car. You know, if we seize a car from people, we could like keep it for the police department. You know, if it's no longer evidence, we could keep the PD and use it like a UC car or something like that. I think there should be things like that in place for the future. What am I doing? I was back to do... Oh, yeah, property. What was that person's name? Charlotte Thomas? That name kind of rings a bell. She's not a doctor or anything, is she? Oh, she's a county clerk. Okay, good to know. Okay. Anyway, what was I doing? Property. Property. I bookmarked it. Okay, so we're gonna go here. A bit about 18. Number 18. Oh, I can do this. Palito Boulevard. Charlotte Thomas. Oh, I can do this now. Oh my god, this is so good. Oh my god, I love it. Okay. Procopia Drive 7. No. Awesome. And then we've got to go down to La Puerta. South side. Boma Street. Okay. Don't know what happened there. These hashtags are getting in my way. Gomez Street number 9. Hashtag 2436. Sorted. Okay. Keep this updated. Alright, so we were doing bookmarks, Jackson Doc, subpoenas and results. Then we were going here. Yeah. Okay. And then move all the way down to Charlotte Thomas. Yeah. What the fuck? I've got to stop using these hashtags. Really badly. Not working. Hashtags are a no-go anymore. I'm sorry. I loved you hashtags, but... Okay, 1531. Scores. Charlotte's Bay now. Yeah. Too early. Eugene. Nothing on the 31st. Maynard Schmidt. Nothing on the 30th. Well, there is on the 31st. Too early. Let me know if there is anything left. I don't know what that's about. Kyle Pred. Jordan Walker. Oh, shit! Okay, that's fucking interesting. Yeah. That's interesting, because Jordan Walker's car was spotted in the area. Okay, 1526 UTC. Text. Hashtag Jordan Walker. Hello? Fuck's sake. Site ID 1532. It's a call from Walker. Okay. Interesting. Ming, Tommy Oliver. Set that up. Den. Okay. Tries to call this number. Don't know who this is. Female Dempsey. A lot of contact with besties. John Gray. Calls this number on the 31st. We don't know who this is. Ventura. Not too long after. I'll put that in. 1637. Oh, he didn't get in contact with him. Never mind. Yeah, Michael Manx again. First temple? Yo, Jason, just checking in. We're gonna come down and pick up your lumber company order. Okay. Standall. He tried to call Den? Before the Haley thing? Ain't no way. Okay, that's crazy. He was looking for somebody. Okay. Risa Berry? This is someone that's been flagged on our besties radar. So this is interesting. On the 30th there. Still haven't got the wildflowers yet. Any update? Oh, okay. Okay, let's go back to go through these again because I didn't look at them properly. Okay, yeah, constant communication with Jenny Hall. Let's do this. So 15, 15. Call with Jenny Hall. Let's do this. $15.33. Another call with Jenny Hall. I've done that the wrong place, haven't I? $15.36. $15.39. Oh shit. 15.47. 15.50. 16.05. Well, it was unsuccessful. Unsuccessful. Call with Jenny Hall. 16.07. No. Call with Jenny Hall. 16.58. Jenny Hall. 17. Thirty-first. There we go. Jackie Snow. So this was at 14.59. 14.59. Text to hashtag Jackie Snow. Call if not busy. 1500 ETC. Call receive from. Okay.
Oh, hey. You're looking mighty handsome today. Good morning.
Oh, hey, Anna. Good to see
Hello.
you.
Good morning. Behind you. I don't know why you're looking away from me.
I didn't see you in the corner dancing.
Okay, well, I wasn't dancing. I was doing my steps for the daily steps limit thingy.
You know, why didn't you just walk?
Yeah, I'm behind you. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm here. What do you mean?
What are you looking at?
Well, I'm looking at you now. What are you on about? You okay?
I'm okay. I just tackled you.
Ah!
Have you been tackled? I'm carrying you.
Okay. Wait, I guess I'm going a little bit crazy. Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna tackle you.
What?
You're stepping. Stop stepping. Stop
I don't
stepping.
know what's happening.
Stop stepping. Stop stepping. Stop stepping.
I have stopped stepping.
Stop stepping. Please stop stepping.
I think
You're
I'm having a
scaring
head
me.
pop.
You're scaring me. Stop stepping.
Oh yeah, I'm
Anna!
having a head pop.
Anna!
I'm sorry. Oh, that was
Please!
cool. Have I stopped now?
No!
Maybe I should go take a nap.
I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
Because you're stepping.
My little Richard, why are you scared? Mommy's here.
That is the most
Don't be
disgusting
scared
thing I've
anymore.
ever heard.
I will protect you. Mommy's here. Would you like to be tucked? It's just thunder. Everything's going to be fine, my darling. Oh, my sweetheart. Don't be scared. I'm going to take a nap really quickly. I think I'm stopped.
Please do. I'm gonna take a nap right here. Oh, damn it, dude. Oh, damn it. Let's not do that. Hey, get Jackie in there, man. Oh, yeah. Ugh. Okay. Am I missing anything? 31st. I need to check I've got Haley's number in here. Mm, mm. Okay, I'm just gonna put Cassidy in here. 514. Oh, wait. Here. Oh yeah, flops of rain, man. There's another one. 50 and 40. Yeah. Yeah. 40. Yeah. Then 1625. Oops. Anything else? 31st. He tried to call Arthur Lionheart at 1455. Okay, I'll put that in. Looking at the phone guy. Attempted to call Arthur Lionheart. I'm just going to copy and paste. Let's do this. Copy. Paste. I'm just going to put 55 here instead. CV2. Okay, anybody else? Not in the time frame we're looking for. Did that one already. Okay, I think we're good. For him, anyway. Stuck. You're
Hello.
not stepping anymore.
I know. Hello, my scared child.
Stop it. Stop. Why are you doing this? What is this?
You were scared, weren't you? Just trying to help you out.
I was terrified. Yeah. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right.
You want to come sign in?
I signed in.
Come on, come sign in.
I signed in. I did duty on.
What, that doesn't make sense. You got to make sure you sign your name on the piece of paper, you know?
I'm signed in.
Yeah, but make sure you got to sign in properly. Otherwise, you know, paperwork's
I
important.
have signed it. Okay.
Just sign. Just.
All right. There we go.
Looks like you stamped your name. Perfect.
I did.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna. How are you this morning? Come into my office.
Do you have an office?
Yeah. No. You. Why don't you sit on the other side? Right. What's going on? How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm not great. I'm not great, Anna. I'm not great.
Okay. Since you asked me first, I'm doing well. I had a very productive chat with Moss the other day.
That can happen.
Yeah, I have a bit of a faith, but other than that, it's not entirely where things have been, to the point of working relationship. But I'm gonna be doing what makes sense. So, what about
What
you?
happened? Tell me more.
We had a chat in relation to the Den's case, the evidence.
Oh yeah.
mishandling,
Oh yeah.
and
What
I
happened?
reviewed
Tell
the
me. Tell me.
case. So she had a couple of questions like why is it coming that way and why is evidence mishandling that thing and stuff like that. I explained to her like why the weapon was taken out. But reading the report over and over again and coming to a conclusion, like if Dan would have just spoken to me, I would have given my conclusion, which was He took out the weapons. He was fucking dumb as fuck. But guess what? There is no evidence mishandling. Dan never spoke to me, right? Lucas was LOA. That was an unfortunate thing. I had to be done with the report by Friday, Saturday morning sharp, so I can provide them because it was going in scheduling.
Yeah.
So I did that. Dan didn't speak to me, and we had a talk about a couple of things. I cleared up some confusion and things that she had in her mind,
Like
which
what?
was not able to talk to Dan and stuff like that. But I explained it to her. She had a sugar-coated version from Dan, I believe, of what happened, and
Right.
I told her my version, like how it happened. And he mentioned kind of detain. I said it was sort of it was not a detainment. It was more in a sense of, hey, I have questions for you. It is related to your investigation, and you have to come answer them. It was in that way. It was not that you're detained. Like he had the choice to leave, and that's why
Right.
he
Yeah.
left. And that happened, and I also told him that he was on a phone with a lawyer, so the lawyer advised him to do that, so he did that, and he ran away, and I walked away. And then Moss relayed this message like to Den to tell me that he will speak to me when Moss is available. He never told me that. Guess who told me that? Doc Master, after the whole fiasco and 2 hours after the storm when he came to meet me. It was someone else told me about that Moss wants to speak to me, and I'm like, it's not even the concerned parties even communicating with me.
Wow.
And I
What a
told her
shocker.
about I told her about like how many phone calls I did, and 311 was like the last straw because he was not picking my phone calls even
Yeah.
after being on the phone forever. And yeah, we both come to a conclusion where Dan is fucking stupid. Then we had a chat about like how we don't really have any sort of working relationship. I feel like even though we're all LEOs, like we should be on the same team, but rather we're like fighting our own inner demons. I straight away told her that, and she agreed with that. She's like, yeah, there's hostility and bit of a uneasiness from every side. So I don't know how we can fix this. And I said like we should be just able to communicate our problems and things like that and work out the differences.
Whoa. Who's caused hostility though? Who's done that? We haven't done
That's the
that.
thing. I know we haven't done that, but they're feeling that way.
I don't give a fuck.
I know you don't give a fuck.
But why are they feeling that way? Like what reason?
So her thing was people are feeling uneasy just because of the marshals being around. So I mean,
I'm gonna say the same thing I've always said. People, our job is to make sure that nothing corrupt or criminal is happening within the police
Exactly.
department.
I agree
So
with that.
they shouldn't
but
feel uneasy if they're not doing any of those things.
I know, I agree with that. But if people feel a certain way, they feel a certain way. I can't change how they feel, can they? It's just emotions, and that's just human nature. There are going to be people who have done something terrible and they're going to feel a certain way, and then there are going to be people like Jenna who has done nothing terrible but she still feels uneasy about the marshals.
That's, I'll be honest. It sounds like propaganda. It sounds like the propaganda machine of the PD and the mayors have probably worked their job and done pretty well.
Yeah, I could see that. But my whole contention with the after that conversation was like, okay, how do we make people feel more easy and be comfortable with things, because we're here to do our job, which is look for corruption, if there is negligence, we report it to you guys. You guys deal with whatever. If there's criminal charges, we press criminal charges. She agrees with that. We should be doing that. We wouldn't be stopping our job, but what we should have is a working relationship.
I don't see where that. I don't see how we haven't had a working relationship. Like I don't know where that's crumbled.
Have you seen the Carmine stuff? Have you seen like everything else? Have you seen Dan? Have you seen other people, not able to work with us? Have you seen my case with Dan himself?
Right, but have you noticed how that's all them and not us?
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
So, in other words, why is she coming to you and saying we haven't got a working
No.
relationship? Why
No.
can't she fix it? That's her job to fix it.
No. It was a mutual thing. We both talked about it. It's not her.
Okay, well, okay, fair enough. If there is, I agree that there is not a good working relationship right now. But if she's putting any influence, like any expectation that we are at fault or we need to do something to fix it, then I disagree wholeheartedly.
No. Okay, you misunderstood. She didn't say that.
Okay.
I suggested that if there are things and people feel a certain way, then we should come together and talk to these people because maybe they just want to have a communication. Maybe they just have to have a chat with us. Because there are people other than I mean, there are people who have done terrible things and they're gonna feel uneasiness, right? But then there are people who are not who are just officers and they're feeling uneasy.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely think that if I
So
think
my
that
my focus is more on the people that are just in the bandwagon.
sure, yeah, if there is people that haven't done anything that are feeling uneasy about us, then we need to find out why. I don't think it's going to do us any harm to do that. Though I also want to be morning Espinosa.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to. If we're doing this, I think it's a
No.
good thing to do.
Yeah.
Go on, carry on, sorry. I don't want to interrupt.
I was saying now it was just a conversation I had. It was a well over 2 hour conversation and
Yeah.
we talked a lot and we I kind of want to treat them like if how many people are around from Marshalls that are coming around every day. It's me, you, Espinez maybe. I don't see Daisy around. I don't know if Daisy will be around after the conversation I had with her yesterday.
I
What
took
Um,
like
happened?
4 days off because I needed to get out of town.
anyway, so the whole thing is, I'm gonna treat them like DOCs. Like I'm gonna do what makes sense to me. I'm gonna treat them like DOCs. If they're fucking up, I'm gonna tell them how it can be done to fix their issues. And if they're doing negligent stuff, it goes through the command. If they've fucking done criminal stuff, I'll prosecute them. But that entails me working with them, and I'm just gonna get in the nitty gritty of it. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to be an FTO for them,
I
or an
just
FTI, or a trainer.
it's difficult for me to even think about this when her direct subordinate, aka Peters, has openly stated to his own people and to me things like Marshall's on my dick and fuck the Marshalls and Marshalls don't know what they're doing and all this kind of crap. Like, how are we? What's she doing about that?
That's the thing. I don't think we've had a communication. I don't think we've had like a full on high command meeting of like, hey, boundaries, mutuals, things like that. I don't think we've ever had that. I don't know if we're past that point. Maybe this meeting should have happened 4 months ago. But again, someone has to take a start somewhere, and I don't see anyone doing that. So I decided to like propose these changes and say like, hey, we can try to circumvent through problems like that. I mean, of course, I haven't given a final word or final say because it needs to go to Daisy and Angel first.
What do you mean treating them like the DOC?
That's just how I'm going to treat them. If they're messing up every day and things like that, they'll just be a DOC department for me, and I will just work with them and be like, hey, you're doing that wrong. Do it this way. And I'll just go straight to the PNT and let Maxwell know, hey, Maxwell, this is something I noticed that happened in the field. This is how it should be done, and you know that too.
Didn't you scold me for that, for doing that?
No, I scold you for actually telling them how to do their job by holding their hands.
I mean, I did an announcement on how they should be doing things.
When it should be their high command or PNT doing that announcement.
Okay.
Hmm. I don't know. So what does Moss want exactly? If you can sum it up.
Well, it's not what Moss wants. It was a couple of recommendations made, and we agreed like, yes, we should have, even if you do happen to have differences, we should still have a working relationship.
Yeah. Okay. Um. Where did that originate from? So that was the den thing.
Well, the Den thing was eye opening for me, because if Dan would have just communicated with me that, hey, Anna, I'm gonna be around, but Moss is gonna speak to you, and Mosses will be with me. In that 1 hour before I've spoken to Grayson and everyone, I would have been okay.
Yeah.
Like, these small things turn into bigger issues. Like, all Dan had to do was communication. That was an eye-opening thing for me, and I don't think anyone gets that. So that's the working relationship I'm talking about. I don't care if they say fuck the marshals or this or that. I do not really care about it. Okay, I just want to be around and I want to do my job. So if no one wants to be the change, maybe I'll do the change. That's how I'm looking at it. It's not like folding or surrendering or anything like that. Everyone's pushing for something, but no one's around to push it. It's like a handful of us who are around 12, 14 hours a day, and then we tank it.
I mean, I kind of get what you're saying, but I guess what is it you want? I guess if that's you say you want to be the change. What change is that? You just want
I
more
just want a working
communication?
relationship.
Yeah. Okay. Fair
Yes.
enough.
Like, I don't care. Like, even if you have to impeach them or something, sure, fuck it. We will do that.
Okay. Yeah.
But when it comes to daily work, working as a LEO departments and team, like, I think we should be on
Hmm.
the same page.
Yeah. One thing that you were saying earlier that kind of concerned me is that Moss, did she understand the issue that you like with
Yes,
the
she did.
the evidence
She
mishandling?
very
Okay.
much understands. She understands. We both come to a conclusion where she thinks that they're fucking dumb as fuck and stupid. They want to do a little show off, but the fact that they could have done it in a proper press conference way and things like that, but they decided to do that. Like, she's aware of it, that what they did is actually extremely stupid.
See, this is one of those things where, like, I know Daisy has had one-on-one with Moss, and you have had one-on-one with Moss, but changes really don't happen or don't occur from one-on-ones with Moss. So Moss needs to actually tell it in front of the other high command, in
Hmm.
front of her ass chief, to even accomplish anything. Because the one-on-ones that you and Daisy do, they don't do anything, Anna. Like historically, from all the one-on-ones that you do have had, nothing has changed. I don't know if because she backpedals. I don't know if she. I don't know if because she doesn't have a spine, like we've been told in the audits. But it's something that stands out. Like if she says something in the one-on-ones with you and Daisy, and then nothing happens.
No, I agree with that. I agreed with that yesterday with Daisy too, and she told me all about it. I mean,
What did
Daisy
Daisy say?
tried. I mean, she's done with it.
What just PD in
Yeah,
general? Or?
she's done with PD. I don't. I mean, she said the well has been poisoned enough where we will be drinking the poison with it. So I don't know if she's done with it. I don't know if she's around. So
I don't I don't necessarily disagree with her. Especially not necessarily the PD as a whole, more just so the environment of the the high command and the way that I guess they've acted during this kind of stuff, but at least LSPD anyway.
But then, who has actually gone and set up boundaries? Let's be honest.
What boundaries? What do you mean?
I mean, we should have some sort of working boundaries, right?
What, like saying don't fuck the marshals? That kind of stuff?
I don't even care about that.
Then what
People
boundaries do
people
you
will
mean
say
then?
whatever. Like we have issues with these things. Has anyone gone to them with these issues? Hey, Moss, you need to tell him not to do that. I'm not defending. I'm just asking.
I think the thing about it is, why should we have to tell the chief of police that
Again, that's exactly my point. Is that no one has told her to, and the whole point is, yes, it is fucking dumb that we have to tell them. But again, what choice do we have?
Yeah, but then it comes down to the whole point of like, are we oversight or are we babysitting, right?
Yeah, because
Because
the whole purview of the marshals does change when we're approaching it like DLC. Like, so I think that's something that Angel needs to be involved.
yeah, because
Wait,
we
how is it changing as a preview, as an oversight? Still overlooking their operations.
We're basically shifting from being hands off with the PD to being hands on.
Okay, but we're still an oversight. So if you see a warrant problem, are you not going to tell them? Let's say, hypothetical. Hey, this warrant is wrong. Are you just going to hands off? Let it happen? Sure, it's a command job, but again, if we have noticed it, maybe should we tell them?
I mean, I don't
That's
mind
the approach I'm
adapting.
taking.
I don't mind adapting. I just want to make sure we have
a warrant, you
a
say?
unified
Yeah,
front
about that, guys.
instead of people doing individual things differently.
Because if the
Mm.
warrant, because it's again, I'm going to give an example of a warrant. It will come down to negligence, which has gone unnoticed, and it's noticed by a marshal, then it should be taken up to their command. Hey, this warrant may have signed, quote unquote, negligently. There's nothing in it.
Yeah, before, in my opinion, is that I'm okay adapting to whatever, but it needs to be unified, and people can just go off on their own making arbitrary decisions because it affects the department as a whole and affects
Yeah,
people.
I agree with that. I'm gonna wait for Angel and Daisy to make a decision. But Daisy's made a decision where she doesn't want to be involved in it.
That's your superior.
Okay, but then Daisy's also not gonna be around for 3 months. And more.
You have to wait for Angel.
Oop. Oop. Sip the tea, chat. Sip the
Because
tea.
what happens when you start doing meetings and start taking decisions, and then Angel comes and it's like, "What the fuck have you done?" Like that. That's the whole thing.
I think these are just conversations that I'm opening. I'm not
Not wrong,
acting on
Ricky.
them. These are just
Not
conversations we're
wrong.
opening.
Yeah, Anna did. Anna was like, "Let the PD just fuck it up. Don't get involved." Did do that. I was thinking about saying it, but I didn't, because they're going at it.
I'm not that said one way or the other. I would like us to have a more harmonious relationship, even though um, like in the end, we will always be seen as the bad guys because we are pushing corrective measures and we are correcting people. So those are always inherently will always be the bad guys. I know, and that's something that I don't
I'm
know
not
if we
gonna
can
say it
ever
now because it's been
change
in chat.
Don't
in the
think
eyes.
I mentioned anything about being a bad guy or a good guy. I understand what our job is. I'm asking for a communication and working relationship. They can be fucking horrible fucking guys too. I don't care. I just need a working relationship. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Even if we have to play the role of, hey, your officer fucked up, I'm prosecuting them. Yes, I think we can do that with a working relationship too. Hey, I think it would be great. Hey, I've done my investigation on Carmine. Tell him to get a lawyer. I'm posting these charges on docket.
Don't we do that already though?
Yes, we do that, but that doesn't happen from their side.
Doesn't that come inherently because they see us as the bad people that are punishing them for putting their hands in the cookie jar?
That is true. But the part of a job I also believe is that they should know that they shouldn't feel that way. How do I put it? That's the wrong statement. Uh
Go on, guys.
when
Keep
we
going.
do
This is great.
this,
I feel like
they
I feel
need
like
to
a
either
viewer.
acknowledge or they need to give us proper justification of what happened. But must understand if there is criminal proceeding against our officers, then we have to do criminal proceedings.
I think the issue is that I think has arisen here with this Denzel thing as well. Is there wasn't any criminal proceedings, right? Because you wasn't pushing like evidence tampering or possession of a class 2 or anything. But it was
No,
still
I'm not pushing
very
anything.
right. But it was still very important that you spoken to him. Like that investigation needed to happen because like there was like possible, it's like it's still important for the case, right? It's still important for the docket and pushing charges against individuals. There needs to be chain of custody and all that thing. So there might not be criminal charges, but that investigation still needs to happen, right? He still needs to sit down for an interview as part of his job as a cop.
That is
You know what
true.
I'm saying? So what I
That's-
think needs to be laid out is a process in which like PD there needs to be a process in PD like need to sit down with marshals for internal investigations or else they get punished. I think that needs to be laid out. There needs to be conversations with PD High Command and that needs to be laid out because shit like this with Denzel just can't fly because it's caused too many problems. Even if he sits in that room and says absolutely nothing, then his silence can be taken as evidentiary value.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like for these kind of things, I explained it to Moss too why I had to do this, and she understood that well too because I have told her like 2 weeks ago what I'm doing, because the charges are posted on the docket, because the inquiry has been made by the defense over the other people. I have to do this because if I don't do this, then it's overlooking it and just pushing it away, and that would be corruption on my part then. Like,
Yeah.
how did I not verify this detail? It is a
Yeah.
very, very big detail, and this detail was not just like words, it was coming with receipts and pictures.
What am I looking for?
My opinion is that the next talk that Marshall should have with High Command is with their whole High Command, not just Moss.
Yeah, I agree with that, but for that, I need my high command to be there.
That
Daisy's
is
not
true.
going to be there.
Yeah, you need Angel then.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's Angel's thoughts on all of this? What does she want to do?
I have to see her.
All right. Well, another problem to bring up. Jackie Snow's warrants expired.
No, it's not. Indefinite.
Yeah, well, it's expired.
Just, you mean in MDT?
Yeah.
Just tell the judge and then renew it.
Right. But I don't know whether that's... Listen, I know there's no legislation against us reposting or anything like that, or expiration, but I don't know
No,
whether
just message a judge and say it was not renewed. It was unticked. That's what I'm assuming because we have renewed it. It's a
it is
normal
indefinite.
process.
Like it's already been approved for an indefinite warrant.
Yeah, so just renew it then.
I don't know whether that's a thing. I want to. Don't get me wrong. But I've emailed Daisy to see whether that's... I don't want to fuck this up. So
Well, just call a judge then.
I
Anyone from
did.
DHS.
I spoke to
What'd they say?
Beric, and I was like, you know, he was as shocked as I was that PD somehow let this happen. Well, I suppose it wasn't just PD. But
It
I
could
was
be a
like,
multitude of things.
I was like, is there any legislation about, you know, reposting warrants or anything like that? And he said no, and so I mean, technically we can do it, but the issue is like, you know, what about if they bring it up and, you know, like a case or something like that down the line and things like that? I don't know.
Well, how is it any different than contempt of courts? Because they get renewed too. Like even if they go bad, like judge just puts it back on. Same understanding here too. If the warrant, quote unquote, got expired in MDT, it's mainly because we don't have anything to set it up as an indefinite.
Yeah.
So the warrant is still active. It's just not showing up, I would say. I mean, the MDT issue, it's the limitations of the system itself. So just put it back on. That's what I would do if I was in your shoes. But if the judge tells you otherwise, then there's a
No, he
other
hasn't
thing.
told me otherwise, to be fair. I just want to get confirmation, you know what I mean? But what do you think, Espinosa?
I don't know, I would just contact judges. I think with Snow's situation, since he doesn't have a statute of limitations, it's different. But at the same time, the warrant shouldn't have fallen out. That's I think that's the job of the arresting officer to make sure that the warrant is always renewed. You know.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, this is the thing, is like, there was, you know, there's God knows how many officers were around yesterday that could have seen that and seen it expires in hours and just clicked on it and seen it has an indefinite warrant and shit like that and just ended it. But the one day I took off, man, the one day.
I mean, I was there yesterday too, but yeah, I didn't notice anything.
You didn't notice it,
again-
Anna?
No, I didn't notice.
God damn it, Anna!
No, what's wrong with it? I mean, it's an indefinite warrant. It's already assumed that it's going to be there.
Sorry, I'm sorry for shouting at you, Anna.
I don't know how you're shouting at me. I'll tell you to shut the fuck up if you shout at me.
Sorry for shouting.
My dispatch is broken. Are there any cops on duty?
Oh, mine's broken too. Hold on. What the hell? I got up my dispatch.
Oh, looks like
There's only one cop on
officer.
duty.
One officer. Yay! That's the story of